Want to come in, Sally? Ah! Oh. Great. Whoop. Oh, my goodness. That was me. Hang on, I am. You coming in, Sal? You can come in, baby. Yee. You coming? Beautiful girl. Right. Oh my God, the bits everywhere. No, Sally, this. Here, want some? Get off the floor there. Here. There you go, my love. Oh. You finished? No, finish what's on the floor. Let me see. Maybe there's one or two there. Look, back up. Back up. Come on. Just one. Look, here's one there. Want some more? Let's eat this one though. Eat it on the floor, but no. That's it. Good girl. Okay. Let's give you lots this time, right? Oh. For your chicken buddies. TeaTime. Come on, TeaTime. Come on, babies. Uh-oh, here comes Elvis. Now we get trouble. Oh. I have to eat that quickly because Elvis is on his way. Hey up, Elvis. What you doing? What you doing? Want some of this? You gonna try it? No? Okay. You'll like it. You will like it. You keep eating it. Okay, check it over there. And get you some of the cow treats, though. Want some cow treats? Oh! Watch out, Elf. Right. on, my baby girl. He's my baby. Elvis, you're so rude. That is very ungentlemanly. There's a wee girl. There's my wee girl. He's my best girl. Yeah, you are. Manners. Ladies first. No. And you might have to eat the legs off the floor because I don't want the mice eating them. Here's my girl. I'll have to get the goats. Get the goats. Right, okay. That's enough because you've had dinner. Oh, hey. No. 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 That's for tomorrow. You're okay. Right, off you go. You smell. Yes, you do. Get up just on the floor. You've got to get them off the floor. You dropped them. Look, you dropped them all over the place. Yeah, you did. You don't get them, Sally will get them. See? Chancellor. Oh, don't poop over there. Elvis. Oh. Nothing like bringing the barnyard in. Right, off you go. Thank you for that. Whoa, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Here we go. Where am I? I'm in the kennel. Sally, are you okay back there? I'm in the kennel. I'm in the wrong one. I'm getting there. Kennel. Hello, Chicky Licky. Yeah, good girl. Not the kennel. Where's my kennel? What's here? No. I am lost. Hold on a second. I've got to come find myself in the camera. Heaven help us. I know there's stuff down there, but you know what? That naughty cow made a right royal mess. Why can't I find myself in the camera? I am here somewhere. Is this me? Yep, it's not me. Oh, there I am. How did I get there? I did it. Right, okay, guys. Oh, there's treats down there. You want some? Can I get this for you? Come on. There you go. There you are. So, what are we up to? It's Friday. It's not. It is Thursday. It was me all making plans. Now, I've got my mummy chicken and my Sally. I've had Elvis and Gemmie who have made a right royal cow soup of a mess in here. And where's that big fluffy chicken? Where is she? I think she's in the cow stall actually. Fortunately, the cows have gone back out because he turns like a Mack truck. Right. Come on, Chick Chick! So, I better open this because it's very exciting. I have to hold on to this, otherwise I'll lose it. So, first of all, we have a percolator, and it's still up in the house because I'm going to have to read the instructions, and I'll have to do that with my glasses on, so it's safest up at the house. So, thank you so very much, Pat, for the percolator, and we are going to be love hot water. It's our very favourite at the moment, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's delicious. Yes, the best. I make the best hot water, don't I? Yeah, I do. Ah, I think so too. She's in agreement. I'm sure she is. And so I've got to get that all cleared and ready to go, which is exciting. And he has sent us, oh, beautiful butterfly cards. Oh, thank you very much, Dee. Now, I'm going to have to make sure that Carleen, leave my boot alone, puts this onto the Henny Penny board and the Hay Bale board, because I have the nastiest feeling that she gets distracted, so I will make sure they go on. I might actually ask Janine to do it. And if I had any idea how the Henny Penny board works, I would do it myself, but I don't. I should probably say. Thank you so very much. That was for Goldie's part. And this is, oh, thank you. This is for Equine Rescue Network. So that will go into the Equine Rescue Network account. Thank you so very much, Dee. That's very greatly appreciated. I've got those there. Now, this here. Find it, John. Or Nick found it. Okay, this is our Henny Penny board. Oh, part of the board. Sally, you need to eat those things that are on the floor. Yeah. Uh-oh. No, not this. Not this. This is not for you. Ow! That's enough. Don't you go and eat your stuff. Not me. Miss Becky. Hey. Ugh. Yeah, we'll not be friends. Uh-oh. My daughter. Excuse me a sec. Hello? Darling, I'm in the middle of mail chat, sweet peeps. No. Oh, call. Let's see, as I told you. Hi. Excuse me. Tell you. Right. This is very exciting. Oh, it's got instructions and everything. Okay. Right. I'm really worried to keep this out, it won't get back in. Now, John very, very kindly made this. And I might only undo it a tiny little bit. This is my instructions. Oh, right. I'm only going to go back a bit. Oh, wow. Look, here it is. Thank you so much. Now, given the fact that we've been doing these boards for a while, I know how long that took you, so I very greatly appreciate it. Thank you. We will unveil this on Monday for our chicken chatting. Thank you. Oh, I tell you, that saves so much work. I'm sure not for you, John, but for us. That is wonderful. Right, I'm going to put that in the bag until... Oh, box. Where did I put the box? No, I don't want to put this back in and damage it. I did come out the box. I've obviously opened it a bit too far. Right, that's fine. Don't you touch it. I'm going to put it back up here. Put the box on top of it. Everybody remember, it's on the shelving. Right, thank you, John. That is much appreciated, and it will have its maiden voyage on Monday, because that is our chicken chatting day. And speaking of chicken chatting, is anybody able to tell me what percentage we've got? Because I haven't been on that board for a while. Okay, so we had yesterday, which was Wednesday, and I think Carlene and I went to the hospital to get her eye checked again, just another routine visit. So she's ubery down, and with her dog, I might add. And Janine said, yes, she might have been able to find an Uber that takes animals, but they're probably thinking of like small lapdog-sized animals. So the gentleman was very good-natured, and he did take Larky. And then I went to pick her up, and we came home via Five Guys, obviously. Five Guys burgers and fries and strawberry milkshake. And Carlene was telling me in the car, she said, you know, I read an article about Five Guys shakes, and I don't think they're very good for you. I said, okay. I said, is there any reason particular that they're worse than anything else? She said, no, I can't remember. She said, I can't remember if they're better for you than the likes of maybe, say, one of the other burger franchises, or if they're worse. She said, I can't remember, but there was an ingredient in it that had been highlighted. I said, right. I said, so we got there, and I said, so you won't be wanting a milkshake? Oh, no, strawberry with whipped cream. I was like, okay then. So she very happily munched down on her burger, her fries, and her strawberry milkshake on the way home. And then today I had a job in Peabody, Danvers, in Hawthorne Hill, where Caroline was in her rehab. So that was nice, and we saw lots of people. It was super. It was just Larky and Moose and myself. So that was really nice. We were all over that facility, which was super. And tomorrow we have one in Salem. Now, there was a lady there who said to me today, you know, are the roads bad? I said, no, I said, I don't think they're bad once you come off the side streets. And she said, you know, I came from Salem, and it took me an hour and a half to get here. I was like, oh, gosh. I said, I'm going to Salem tomorrow. I said, are the roads bad? And she said, it's not the roads that are bad. She said, but they haven't plowed the sidewalks. And everybody who should be on a sidewalk is walking on the roads. She said, so it's really difficult getting anywhere. So there. So that's where I'm headed tomorrow. So, and I think Carol may be coming with me, although she might have been having a bit of a rethink after that one. So that's good. And it was a lovely visit today, very calm, very restful. We just wandered around. That rabbit is an absolute superstar. He just melts into the pram, and everybody pats him. He's just so chillaxed. It's lovely. And Larky is, I said to Carlene, I said, Larky's just fantastic. He just comes in, he goes and speaks with everyone. He is just so animated in a very calm and steady way. So he's really super. So that was a good visit today. And I said, what I'm doing is in the days that I have visits, because the water's obviously slightly frozen, shall we say, I'm making sure that everybody has fresh, warm water, they've all had their hot breakfast, and they've all got hay. And then I'm wandering back at another point and doing the barns. So if the barns are not looking immaculate, it's because it's so rushed in the morning, because I've got to get up at the hill, Ickdan and my dogs and other bits and pieces. So, but we're all happy, we're all healthy, we're all clean. And I think that's probably what counts. And we've got hot tummies. Yeah. Hello, darling. Oh, you're such a good girl. Are you off to this party? Oh, I think you are, honey bunny. He's my big little chick. Oh, darling, you're a good girl. Oh. See if you want to come up. I'm sure you won't want to come up, but I'm sure you will, because you're such a good girl. Yeah, you are. You're a good girl. Oh, there's my little lady. Where's my little lady? I always think she looks quite cross, but she's actually the loveliest little chicken, aren't you? You look a bit angry. Yeah. What's all this? Do you think? The snacks can come to you. Yeah? Aww. She's so lovely. She doesn't have tail feathers. She just has a tail rump. Big feathery bit there. You want those? What do you think? No? Not today? Okay, fine. I don't mind. Yeah, good girl. Am I interrupting you? Sorry. Oh, and just to say that somebody had asked me where Sally and the two chickens were. And because the animals are having indoor recess at the moment, as in they're running crazy in the barn, the chickens I've put into the stall on the other side of the cow stall, because if I don't have them in there, I have to take their food away, because the goats come in and eat it, the cows come in and eat it, and they don't get access to the food as often as I would like, because we've got to remember that the food actually is what provides them with body heat. So they're in the stall next door, and it's working out for them. But they do come out, come and cause trouble, don't you? Yes, you do. I know, you're okay. Look, do you want any of this? I can pop it on here if you'd rather take it from there. So that's where they are at the moment, but they are out and about on the aisle as well. And they go in everyone's stall. We're all intermingling at the moment, although I have managed to put the goats back, which is a feat in itself, isn't it? Because they're very mischievous, those goats. And our Tom Turkey is actually looking a bit better. I wouldn't say he's out of the woods. I've been giving him a little oral injection of quite strong multivitamins and minerals. And I don't think he does very well when it's very hot. Oh, he's slipping. Okay, you're all right. And I don't think he does very well when it's cold, because I don't think he moves around as much. Still, he's having warm water. He's having enhanced minerals and vitamins. He seems to be doing okay. He's definitely comfortable. And he came out and he was in the aisle and he started posturing at me with his tail feathers up, telling me he was the boss. And I thought, yeah, that's about right. Looks like he's in better condition already. So that's good. Because normally he doesn't let you pet him as much as she does. And we need to get a name for that female turkey as well, because we don't have one. He doesn't let you pet him. He's always posturing and making grand gestures. And so I think he's back to that sort of behaviour. So that's a good sign, I would say. Wouldn't you? Yes. Hello, Sally. You coming back in, darling? Let's find my phone again. Where did I put it? It's there. Yeah, did you know that? I did. I did indeed. Yeah. So, there we go. Yeah, Gemmie does like her treats, I can tell you. Yeah. She's, it's rewind not activated. Sorry. And you can see, there's one of the videos I put on Facebook, you can see her little horn buds. She's so sweet, Gemmie. She really is. Yes, thank you, Jane Worley. Both Elvis and Gemmie managed to relieve themselves in the room. So charming. Yeah, so you've got extra guests. Are you coming up too, darling? No. goodness. It is so very difficult with all these name changes because people who I would have recognised, I don't now because it's got numbers and everything everywhere. Oh my gosh, the chicken bricks are 80%. That's wonderful. Ooh, thank you. And then, Jane, you should actually just text Carlene and let her know because she'd be delighted to hear that. Absolutely delighted. Thank you. You know, it's really funny. The two female turkeys, now, we know we've tried to integrate them and they just don't get on. It's, they're not meant to be, and that's it. But they do sit, when one of them's out in the aisle, they do sit and chat through the railings. So I'm not sure what they're saying other than, look at me, I'm free and you were stuck in that stall. But they do, there's a lot of chit-chat goes on. This is quite a noisy group of chickens and turkey. In fact, she's the noisiest turkey. Aren't you, Sal? You're splitting. You going to fly? You can go down. You good girl. Here, I'll put this on the floor for your mummy. There you go, there, my love. There you go. Okay, that better? I'll go down there. There, good girl. Well done. Right. Sally is totally and utterly interactive when you're mucking. She's got a thing about now, chickens, I don't know if you know, but chickens, anything red they tend to peck at, which is why if you end up with a chicken and it has, it's got a cut or something, that the rest of the chickens very often peck at it. So red's something that definitely attracts pecking from chickens. And Sally, she lets me muck for about 5 minutes, and then eventually, because the pitchfork is red, and then the next thing is she's in front of the pitchfork, she's standing on it, she's standing right where you're trying to muck because she's not pleased that you brought this red thing into her barn. She's quite the mischief. So that's really interesting. Squirrels, I remember squirrels, they used to hibernate in drays over winter. And they would put down supplies that they would come out and get in the spring. And I think one of the things that I've been surprised about is the fact that they really haven't been over, hibernating. But I wonder if they've gone back into hibernation. They've all got little drays somewhere. The squirrels were definitely out on Meredith before Christmas because my Annie loves a good chase of a squirrel. She hasn't caught one yet, and they all block the tree. There's 5 of them live in one tree, and she circles the bottom, and they chitter, and it's like they're pointing at her saying, "See, look at you, so slow, so slow." So I know that they were out before Christmas, but I haven't seen them for a while. We do have squirrels living in the barn though, and those are the biggest squirrels I think I've ever seen. But yeah, so I would presume that if they needed to overwinter, that they would overwinter. That was John Ford that made our high-tech penny board. Yes, and I suppose maybe people still see the squirrels at their bird feeders as well. At 21 degrees here during the day, and it's going down very, very cold at night time. So Carol will be okay going to Salem. That's super. Yes, Larky really is super. He's a hard dog to beat. Yeah, we're happy to see the turkeys doing better because, quite frankly, it was a bit worrying. I have not explained to the chickens that they will need to do Monday. Because I've actually got one in training, believe it or not. I did have it in the sunroom for a while, and I'm hoping to get her and another little friend in good shape for going to the nursing homes because it's good to have more than one team that are able to go out, and I think that would be very very helpful. And I think as you know we've all said before, we've got this very fortunate problem in that there's a lot of requests for jobs and for visits. It's just that we need to have probably another team that's ready to go out. So that's something that we'll have to look into as well. Those guinea hens, honestly, they're still going. And the reason I know that is because they make so much blinking noise, and they're not coming out at the moment. They're all inside. They're all living in the nut house. And you open the door, and they teeter totter on the doorstep. You know, the dog door to come out. They teeter totter there, and then the first one goes whoop back, and then the next one comes up, and then say okay. They're just in there wandering to eat. Oh, he's been in the arena. He's been quite happy. Sorry. Excuse me. We're discussing where Woody is going to sleep for the night. And they're just absolutely appalled by the snow. So I have no chickens outside whatsoever. They're all inside complaining. With a heater on, I might add. Like the goats on the other side who also have a heater on. And I think that's probably why the goats on the horned goats are not really venturing out unless the only one that's really coming out is Mabel, because Mabel will come all the way down the hill for a treat. But the boys are like, yeah, no, why would we go out? We've got hay, we've got grain, we've got water, and we have got our personal heater. Yeah, and they've got a personal heater, and it keeps that little barn lovely and toasty. Honestly. Oh, do you not have her number? I'll send you a text with it. Or maybe, yes, I'll send you a text, Jane. Remind me though. Or it's in the information box. I think is it 533 that's in the board? I am not 100% sure. So that's a very sticky subject. How much more snow is expected at the farm over the upcoming weekend? I don't know. But every time I talk to Carlene, she keeps telling me about it's going to be exactly the same amount as we've already got. And I'm not sure about that. I think it's this storm they're tracking and they're not 100% sure. But as I said to Janine the other day, whatever we get on top of this is just more on top of it, because when you've got it on the ground, you've got it on the ground. And you know what? It's just weather. We just get on with it. The animals are all happy and healthy, and we just deal with it, because some years you don't get much snow. Some years it's icy, and that's worse than snow. And we're all just keeping going. We're all reasonably fit, reasonably healthy, and keeping going with it. So that's all we can do. And I suppose, you know, whatever happens, we deal with it. And I don't think there's been anything that we haven't dealt with. We might think, oh, crikey, this again. But, you know, we get on with it and we do it. And everybody's on indoor recess at the moment. So the barn is going like a fair. It's got animals up and down the aisle. mainly because Arthur will not let anybody in the arena. You let the goats into the arena, he chases them. Let the chickens in the arena, he chases them. And so for the health and safety of everybody, unless you've got 4 legs and ears, you ain't in the arena. And if you've got 4 legs and goat ears, you're definitely not in the arena. So Elvis, Gemmie, the goats, and all of the birds are down in the aisle with me, and they just wander back and forward, and we have a lovely time of it. So there. So that's what we're up to. And the cutest thing I think is the goats. When I go and get the water, or if I take the goats and Gemmie in particular outside, they just have an absolute riot. They bomb back and forward. Gemmie was running out in the snow and then coming straight into the aisle at full speed, and it's just lovely. They're very happy. They're just up to full nonsense. It's nonsense mode has been activated, so everybody's just getting on with this. So I don't know how much snow there is, basically. Oh, I think Caroline was going to, that must have been the day that she went to the hospital for the eye clinic. Thank you, Cloud. Boom has gone back home, and it's super. So he has been home for a day, and they must have picked him up yesterday from the trainer, and they're delighted. And he's fitted in really nicely, and they're going to take each day as it comes. They're practicing what he was taught and keeping going. So that's really super. And Mandy will stay with us at this present moment. She's living with Justin, and we're about to integrate Willow in with Mandy. So that's what we're up to in those departments with dogs. And I think Sharon and one of her daughters are hoping to join us on Friday visits. So that will be nice. It works out, I think, really nicely because Boom was, he was such a big part of their family, and I think if we can get him reintegrated and everybody comfortable and happy, that's the best solution. And Mandy is more of a single Pringle, so she's enjoying having time with Justin. I keep walking in and they're sitting having a snuggle, the pair of them, but hey, it's working out, so that's good. Arthur is a thinker. He is going through his naughty teenage stage, I think. Honestly, you should have a camera in the Isle of the Barn. It is absolute chaos. But it's chaos in such a nice way because everybody's just having it. Well, all the animals are just having a good time. I'm taking up foot left, right, and centre, and it's not quite as beautifully clean and tidy as I was hoped, but it's very difficult when you've got your goats that are jumping up to the top of the haystack and all the way back down. I'll tell you a really odd thing though. The cows and the goats, they have a fascination with the hay, but only when you're filling hay bags. So I'm standing there filling hay bags, and Elvis is eating from the bottom of the hay bags. The goats are on their back legs, and they're eating from the top of the hay bags. So as I'm filling it, they're eating it. I don't know what their obsession is, but as soon as you hang up a hay bag to fill, they're like, excellent fun. It's the most bizarre thing. And then you hang a hay bag up, and Elvis is like, yeah, I don't fancy it, thanks. Must just be the personal touch, but it's, yes, I tell you, you're not short of company in this barn. Kidri is still with Sharon and her family, that's correct. Ah, that's good. Nancy says we're not getting snow, so that's fine. We'll go with that, Nancy. We'll take it. Yes, well, chaos is living on in this barn, I can tell you. It's absolute bedlam, but it's bedlam in a good way, I think. So, We are, hopefully it's sailing tomorrow, and then on to the weekend, and it's still very cold. That's all I've got to say about that, but we'll get there. So I hope everyone has a lovely evening. I'm going to clean up my cow deposits, and go and hide my cows, because I'm not sure where they are, and get them into bed, because I think it's time for that now. So I will see you all tomorrow, and thank you very much for joining me, and thank you to all the people who sent things in, even the percolator, which is still up at the house, and my Henny Penny board, and I need to remember to do these quick picks. So thank you so much. Oh, right. Honestly, cows. Oh, gloves. Where's I put my gloves? Where are my gloves? Oh. You know what? I made a tremendous mess, and I have lost all my gloves. I don't know what I've done now. What have I done? I put that here, didn't I? These ones are not dry. Dry. Uh-oh.